Hello and welcome to another update about MicroStrategy. I just want to take a look at the corrective structure here from the high that formed in November last year. It is possible that the price has indeed formed a low. We actually have a 5-wave move up from the March low. That's a good signal. I mean, we have a wave 4 correction. That's the thesis, right? Either wave 4 bottomed or we get one more low. I mean, it's essentially the same scenario. It's just that we are tracking here two different pathways on the micro level. For me, the blue scenario is leading at the moment, and we will talk about why. Already communicated that earlier today in our member area. The reason is based on the microstructure, so it's nanostructure really. So we're going to take a look at that in a minute. But before we do that, for the context, again, this is a wave 4, the white scenario, A wave, B wave, C wave. The thing is, though, that the 5th wave down, which would be required for a C wave, formed the double bottom. And that's not a reliable bottoming structure, really, right? So I can say maybe this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4. That was high anyway. There would have to be a diagonal pattern. So don't like that idea so much. And then the double bottom normally is not a trustworthy bottoming structure here, because in the blue scenario, which is one more low, essentially it suggests one more low, we also have an ABC structure, but the C wave is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. That was the February low then. And the 4th wave, that also explains the 5-wave move up, is an A wave, a B wave, and these often form double bottoms. And the C wave is actually a 5-wave move. And now we're moving down in the 5th wave, which would be an ABC structure. So I think blue is slightly leading. In some of the last updates I mentioned that I find it quite probable that at least the $252 level will be tested. That happened, but the reaction was not impulsive. So at least not yet. And because the reaction to that $252 level, which is the important support for the white scenario, the reaction was not impulsive. It seems like we might need a bit lower to complete this correction. The price might need to go a little lower. Regarding the microstructure, I mean, in the white count, we have an A wave up, a B wave pullback, and we would rally in a C wave afterwards. Ideally, that C wave is an impulse. I don't see anything impulsive from the lows, even though the price has pretty much already maxed out what the B wave should do. Now, technically, the B wave could even go a little lower, but any break below 252 would also involve a break below the yellow trend line, and it would also indicate that, the pressure is still high, so blue is leading. And yes, again, B waves can go below the 78.6 retracement. They also do that sometimes to form double bottoms, but it still would shift probabilities towards that blue scenario in which we have a larger ABC structure, A wave down, B wave could be unfolding now, maybe as an ABC, and then the C wave down. Once we have a B wave top, we can calculate the target for wave C to the downside. At the moment, there's one projection that points towards $212. But I also have to say the microstructure isn't incredibly clear. So this is based on what I see right now. That could change. But, especially... I mean, especially as long as we stay below B wave resistance, the pressure seems downward. Now, what is B wave resistance? It would be this resistance area, because the B wave could still extend if it needs to. So $322. That basically means a decisive break above the April high here. Yeah, the April high, which was around $320, is needed to suggest that wave B has bottomed. But as I said, the microstructure doesn't support it yet. Okay, so that's how I see MicroStrategy at the moment, or rather strategy. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates about the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, different stocks, check out our stocks and S&P 500 membership. You'll find a link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.